to start with your thoughts on tonight's game?
Damn, they're good. One of my goals was actually to never hear that chant in this building. I was 2 for 2, so that streak's over. I'm not afraid to say it. If Udoka Azubuike is going to make all of his free throws, they're going to win a national championship. So, questions?
It looked like you had an exchange with him, pointed up to the rafters. Is that what you were telling him?
That's exactly what I told him.
Yeah. Why was that important for you to say?
Well, I admire this game was about these kids. I've watched his development in my time here. I saw him play a little bit in high school, and his growth is remarkable. Obviously, a lot of credit goes to their staff for putting him in position, but that kid's obviously put a lot of work in, and he's made himself not just a big plotting post player who can get lost in today's game, as everybody thinks. No, the truth is, if you're good enough, you can figure it out, and he is terrific. I don't watch a whole lot of national basketball. I watch a lot of basketball, but I don't focus on all the players. I'd be hard-pressed to find a better national player of the year candidate than he is. I mean, the way he's playing now is pretty special. I mean, I think obviously there's a different kind of fan base here. I think they appreciate it. I'm not sure he's appreciated nationally as much as maybe he should be, but you know, I cheer for these guys when we don't compete against them. I hope they do well, and I think that if he does, I mean, he doesn't always shoot free throws as well, unless he's playing us. I mean, I came here 2 years ago and he went for his first 4-2, and I think they were all swishes then. He banked the first one in today, but he's really good. They got a good team, and so hope they do well. Unless we play them again somehow.
You did really well on him the first game defensively. Was the free throws just a difference today? What was the difference?
We played a little more zone at our place. We played more man-to-man and tried to bring bodies. We tried to surround him when he caught it. But then we fouled him, and they went up there and made him. So, I mean, if you don't foul him in there, then you got no chance. And if you let him catch lobs, I mean, there's no defense for it. So he's a really good player. I mean, that's why I told him what I told him. I mean, it's truly one of the most improved players that I've ever watched over a period of time. So it's just really good. I mean, I don't know if it was just the zone just kind of was a little bit more effective there than our man-to-man was today, but I think most of the credit goes to him for just figuring it out.
You've talked a lot about his offense. What did you think of his defensive impact and just the impact he has as you've seen on film?
Yeah, I mean, that's been just as impressive to me in his development as his offensive game. But he still doesn't have a ton of post moves, right? He's not like Olajuwon out there, but if he catches in the paint, you don't have really an answer for him. But what he can do defensively now versus what he could do 2 years ago for sure is night and day. He can move his feet, he can switch in ball screens and keep a guard in front of him, and then anything around the basket. He has very good reaction time, very good anticipation, and for the most part, he does it without fouling a whole lot. So again, I'd be hard pressed in my time to see a guy who's developed overall. Talk about his development, talking about the whole package. So yeah, he's really good at both ends of the floor.
Similar to that note, you've been really good with your inside-out game lately. Do you find this at all discouraging?
No, I mean, I've got perspective, man. We're not a national championship contender, right? They are, and the reason that they are is because not only do they have him, but they also have, I mean, as dynamic of a point guard as you can have in college basketball. I mean, I don't know. If the season would end today, I would think there would be 1-2 for player of the year in the league. Maybe they just share it. I don't know. But then their ancillary pieces all contributing as well. So we just played against a really good team today. I mean, and I'm not going to allow my guys to be totally discouraged. We've gotten a lot better in the last month. I'd argue if we don't start 0-8, let's say we start 2-6, and now we've got 6 wins. Today feels no different, right? But you start 0-8, you got yourself in a really big hole. And so now it's really hard to look at it as a positive, but I can really see the improvement of my team in the last month, and I want to focus on that with them. But at the same time, give Kansas credit. They just beat us today.
In the first half, Kansas went on, it was like 30-19, and then you guys did make a quick run, back-to-back three-pointers. What did that say about the fight at the end of the half? You guys did a similar thing in the first game when you went on that run. Just speak about a little bit about that.
Yeah, our kids play with pride, you know. For the most part, we tried to compete as much as we're capable of right now. We don't have all the pieces yet, and we're still working on that part. I think our talent will continue to improve as we go along, and maybe we won't be down 30-19. Maybe it'll be 30-28, and now that run gives us a lead eventually. But I got confidence that we're recruiting the right way, recruiting the right guys, and that'll take care of most of it. Because I still believe in our staff's ability to prepare guys and put them in situations where they can have success.
After ending the half like that, and then Kansas comes out and goes on that 27 run in the first or in the start of the second half, what do you tell your team in that moment to try to get something going?
What was the run?
It was 20-7.
27. I don't know. I mean, just you got to play this game in segments, particularly in a place like this, because if you get caught up in the hole, right, it can overwhelm you because there's already, crowd's terrific, right, and they understand the game. They know when to get loud. They know, momentum, and they have a great feel for that. So you just got to focus on trying to improve each 4 minutes of the game. And if you don't do that, then unless you're coming in here with 5 pros yourself, it's gonna be hard. Because kids naturally kind of, I'll give you an example. Went for a shot fake on defense and gave up the layup. I think it was might have been to Garrett late. And he's supposed to be setting a ball screen on the other end of the floor. Part of our strategy is to try to get Doka away from the basket, like everybody else does. And he's caught up, and the crowd's into it, and he loses his mind in the moment, and he doesn't set the ball screen, and we end up with a turnover. Those things happen. So you got to try as much as you can and just focus on as much micro stuff as you can in a place like this. And hopefully over time that accumulates into where you're in position in the last 4 minutes.